Oh, in somebody land. Where you get that system you're from?
Greetings viewers and subscribers, welcome back to Line TV. As we all know by now, in 2011, dancehall superstar, world boss, Vybz Kartel was arrested and charged for a small quantity of marijuana. Back then, what he thought would have been just a simple run-in with the law turned out to be one of the biggest murder trials in the history of Jamaica's justice system. Because in 2014, just years after he was arrested and held without bail, Vybz Kartel was found guilty of the murder of Clive Lizard Williams, which he was later sentenced to life in prison. Throughout his incarceration, he has been under investigation, under scrutiny many times. And fast forward to today, Vybz Kartel is now the center of another prison investigation. Down in Clarendon, a 69-year-old man confessed to the murder of his 62-year-old bedridden wife, while another female is now in police custody and will now be charged for public mischief and many other charges after she faked her kidnapping in trying to have her family member paid a ransom of $1 million, which obviously them didn't pay. Now that female is currently behind bars and will be charged. Over in America, a Jamaican drug lord, was sentenced to life in prison for smuggling drugs through New York and Los Angeles. I have all these information to bring to you and much more. But before I do, may I ask you for one simple favor. Pause this video for a second and click that subscription button. Also click the notification bell just so that you'll be notified each and every time a new video is uploaded on this channel. If you are not new, then leave a like and leave a comment. But for whatever you do, please hit that subscription button. We'll get straight into it. Coming directly from Urban Islands, the title said, Vybz Kartel being investigated again for recording music in prison. Vybz Kartel is again under investigation for allegedly recording music in prison. Jamaica's Deputy Commissioner of Corrections at the Department of Correctional Service, Joyce Stone, says that Vybz Kartel is being investigated for continuing to make music while behind bars. According to the Deputy Commissioner, the singer is not on the prison's rehabilitation program, which would allow him to make music. Vybz Kartel has continued to release music despite being incarcerated since 2012. This right here is wrong because Vybz Kartel has been incarcerated since 2011. He has released several albums and singles and has even appeared on video for a Fox 5 interview to talk about his ongoing appeal case before the Privy Council. However, Stone says that the DJ is prohibited from making any music from behind bars. Kartel participation in videos or whatever, I must say it is totally prohibited and it has not been approved by the Department of Correctional Service, Stone said. Yes, it is true that we do have music studios. There is a music studio at Tower Street Adult Correctional Center, and yes, it is a fact that it is a part of the rehabilitation program, as you have noted that Jack Cure was granted permission as a part of his rehabilitation strategy some years ago to do music while he was incarcerated at Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. That is not the case with Vybz Kartel. Stone's response came after a question was posted by Alde Simit, Director of Law Reform and Special Legal Project at the Ministry of Legal Affairs in Antigua and Barbuda during a symposium on prisons reform in St. Kitts. She also explained that Kartel is barred from joining the program as it precludes appellants. Adija Palmer is an appellant. He is an appellant, and as I mentioned, for pre-trial inmates, they are not engaged in rehab activity as they are considered innocent until convicted, and so as such, he could not be part of our approved program. She added, and he is not at the institution in any case in any way. She said, as she dispelled the thought that the singer could be making music out of Tower Street. Still, many think that the singer has been releasing new music from jail, given the content of his music that addresses tropical topics. So that was what the Commissioner of Correctionals said. So they are currently investigating Vybz Kartel with the impression that he is still recording behind bars. Now, them use the word appellant, and appellant is basically a person that claims they are not guilty, and until they are found guilty, then they will not be able to participate in the rehabilitation process. Because if I am not guilty, what do I need to be rehabilitated from? Now, Vybz Kartel lawyer Isaac Buchanan comes out swinging punches. He's claiming that the correctional officers, them no need to say them things there. Because look on Jakier. Jakier is now serving a 6-year sentence in Netherlands, and that just clearly shows this rehabilitation procedures where them are talk about for record behind bars, it clearly did not help Jakier. That was the word of Isaac Buchanan, which him have a point. Him further move on to say, yo, why them don't address the inhumane condition that the prisoners are being housed in, which again, that is a good point. They are running down Vybz Kartel in recording behind bars, but them now run down the inhumane condition where the prisoners them are live under. I mean, these two topics are something that are debatable, because people are gonna say if you're a prisoner, you're supposed to be a prisoner. You're not supposed to do what everybody I do a road, or I live the life for everybody I live a road. But I always say prison is not a place of punishment. Prison is a place of rehabilitation. So if you are going to take the people and put them in prison and punish them, that will not help them. Them just all come out worse than all them go in. So if Vybz Kartel is recording behind bars or not, I feed them business that. And I know Vybz Kartel is not that powerful. Nobody can stop him from record behind bars if that's what he's doing. So let's just see what will become of this. We notice since what the Vybz Kartel has been keeping a low profile, because normally him IG page usually more active than this. I don't know who I run it, but it hasn't been that active. Even Tommy Lee, me see, post a picture with him yesterday and say, yo, thank Vybz Kartel, because I don't know the two of them they are run off sometime. Tommy Lee they are burn off 3 years span a gun charge. But enough of that. Tell me down below. This might be a stupid question, but do you believe that Vybz Kartel is still recording behind bars? Because as where the correctional officer say, the man released whole heap of album, the man appear in a video with Fox 5. So tell me down below. A madness them attack when them say married is from behind bars, or is it true? Over in Clarendon, as I said, a 69-year-old man killed his 62-year-old bedridden wife and later confessed to it. It's also further to say that the grandson of the wife went in search of the wife. She go find the wife dead, and the husband attacked the grandson. The grandson have to run away, call for help, then call police. And yo, bedridden, when them say bedridden, that simply mean the woman cannot even help herself. So what that woman could have possibly do or even say for you think to kill the woman? All you could have do just make the grandson or the daughter or somebody come take care of the woman. If she's your wife, you're married, they say until death, and you reach that stage and you decide say, yo, you can't do it no more. I mean, the worst you could have do is just make somebody else take over instead of killing her. A woman now was so desperate to the point where she fake her kidnapping. And may I tell you, some things we go on in Jamaica only show alone see them, because I've seen stuff like this in movie and I was shocked. Now I am even more shocked to know say, yo, it a go on right as upon our own little island. So it's alleged that the woman plan up with some man to get kidnapped. Send out a video to her family member with a gun to her head, with the kidnappers asking for a ransom of $1 million. Yes, the family members they not pay the $1 million. She now turned up says she was dropped off at Spanish Town Road. After police investigate deeper, them find out say it was all a lie, and them arrest her and charge her for public mischief and all bag of things. But may I see how them need to charge her for illegal possession of firearm too. Even though I never fear and the gun in her, an illegal gun was in that video. If she cannot find your attacker who have it, then she need to get charged for it too. Because I can tell you, if I did man the things like them here, it would be a different case. Over in America now, a Jamaican man was sentenced to life in prison after investigation found out that he trafficked drugs through LA and New York. It is said that him pay the flight attendants them pan JetBlue to smuggle the drugs and large quantity of cash onto the plane. Because you know when you're a pilot and you're a flight attendant, you not go through this strict scrutiny like everybody else, this back a search and whatever. You basically walk on the plane scratch free. So that is what him do. Pay the flight attendants for them walk on the plane without being searched, bring in the drugs and the money. Them catch up with him and he was sentenced to life in prison. Anyway, people, enjoy the beginning of your weekend and don't remember to subscribe and tell me down below if Vybz Kartel recording from behind bars or this is just a lie. Bless up.